Hey everybody, welcome back to Smoke Red Barbecue's YouTube channel. Today, actually not just today, we have been, over the last couple months, like we love our smoker, the Offset, the Smoke Hollow 4-in-1. I mean, it's a great smoker, don't get me wrong. I was trying to think about versatility, like how versatile it is, kind of can you transport it, and the answer is always no. So to that end, I've been looking online, looking at YouTube, and I saw some people making a mini Weber Smoky Mountain. You use the either the Weber Smoky Joe silver or gold, and then you put like a steamer pot in the middle of it, and then voila, you have your own little mini smoker. It's very transportable. It's small, contained, and uses a lot less charcoal if for just like one rack of ribs or something like that than my Offset. So to that end, I have put together a video on how to go ahead and make one, to include actually putting it together and everything else. So I'll go ahead and get to that now, but just again, any questions on how I did it, hopefully the video you can see how I did it and what I did specifically, maybe a little different than the other videos out there you have seen. Any questions, again, just go ahead and ask, comment on this video, or just send me a private message or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get to the actual production of the mini Weber Smoky Mountain. So stay tuned. As you can see, not rocket science, just figured some holes all along the whole thing so we get a proper airflow from the bottom. So yeah, on next step. Right, so we now have the pot ready to be painted. I got some tape on it, so it's not going to paint on some of the handles and of course the lid too as well. And as you can see inside now, I went ahead and drilled all the holes and put in the screws and the carriage bolts down there on the bottom. It's pretty simple to do it. Just measure from the top 4.5 inches down. It's not rocket science. If it's a little above or below, it doesn't matter too much. And I put 3 screws on it. So if you do 4 of them, it's going to be a little lopsided. So you just do 3. I put the washer and a lock washer and a nut there on the inside as well. And then down there on the very bottom, you can see some carriage bolts with nuts on those too as well. And that's where the deflector is going to sit. Okay, and then the grill, the grate's going to sit right here on this level, on the level with all these 3, and there's going to be one that's going to sit on this inner ring right here. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. I'll sit on that as well. So go ahead and get this painted. Again, it's a 46-inch diameter across, circumference across the whole thing. So just do divide by 3, gives you 15 1/3. That's how you measure it. So go ahead and just some spray paint I picked up a hardware store. Go and get her painted. Now to take a lot of coats on this thing. I'm betting probably 3 or 4 coats, but I have plenty of the stuff to use, so we'll go and get that knocked out. It'll take it probably like a full day to actually get this thing fully painted properly. Don't want to do it too much at once to have anything streak off of it, so I'll go ahead and do that now and come back to you when we're finished. All right, we are ready. Okay, so we have the Weber Smoky Joe Gold going right now. Here we have the 32-quart steamer pot. So what we're going to do here is first, I'm going to put this thing here. It's just a pie pan wrapped in aluminum foil down at the bottom. Now all the screws right there are holding it in. Next, we're going to put that right on top of it. It's going to sit right just on top of the pie pan and on the little ridge right there. And then we have this top grate. sits just in like that. Again, this is pretty cool little idea someone had. So then this comes off, and this inside rim right there, that's where that's going to go. And as you can see, I had a little trouble. This ridge right here, a lot of them are just some fit and some don't. So what I had to do is I took some pliers and just rolled back up this ridge here, and then just pounded it with a hammer to make it so it fit. It wasn't a perfect fit. I have some leftover gasket material. I might go ahead and use it after we're done. But anyway, so that's how it should go. Just like that. And we are cooking. So this is the mini Weber Smokey Joe Gold, Weber Smoky Mountain, or whatever you want to call it. Any questions we have about this whole build, just go ahead and ask me. Again, there's a lot of other videos too that people have done like this. I chose to do a full black on this versus a logo of some sports team or something. Again, you can do what you want with it and make it your own. But again, thanks for watching, everybody, and stay tuned. I thought I would go ahead and just talk about the actual process in which we got all the pieces to actually make and assemble the WSM. The steamer pot, the 32 quart steamer pot, we picked it up at Walmart. You can get it off Amazon, any other like restaurant supply store or something like that. And that's where we got it off of through Walmart. I picked it up for about $22. Offline it's a little more expensive. Other stores it's a little more expensive. I had to pick it up from the store itself. They couldn't ship it, but so that was 22 bucks right there. I figure $8 for the paint to spray it. Now that you don't have to actually buy the paint to spray it. I thought I wanted to just to make it look seamless. So that's like $30, and then total. And then you got $10 for the extra grate. Again, you don't have to have the extra grate, but if you want to have two different level of services for grilling, you might as well want the extra grate. So that's what, 38 bucks. And then just the nuts and bolts, that's probably $2, $3 right there. So we're looking at maybe $40 for the actual whole process. And of course then there was the Weber Smoky Joe Gold. That was like $35. So I mean, not that much money for a very versatile, very small, contained, but seemingly large smoker. Yeah, so that's all we did. I haven't put a temp probe in it yet. I'm just gonna keep using my Maverick Ready Check. I figured if I keep using it, I might invest the money in getting a temperature probe. Currently, I don't see a need to for myself. You might see need to for it. I already have my Ready Check anyway, and I'm going to be inside when I'm using this thing, not always outside, monitor it the whole time of the smoke, so I'll have it anyway. So I see no benefit to have that versus the other thing. If I'm doing maybe multiple smoke or something like that, I might need a different temperature probe, but then I might just get a different wireless temperature probe. So again, that's just how I'm approaching this. Again, the sky's the limit when it comes to how cool you want to make your own WSM. Any questions, just go ahead and ask us. Yeah, I loved working on it, making it together. It was a pretty easy process to do the whole thing. Any questions, just give us a shout. Thanks for watching, everybody.